August 2, 2025, Global Desk. In a remarkable turn of events, BTS's Jungkook has added yet another record-breaking milestone to his ever-growing list of achievements. Despite currently serving in the military, the youngest BTS member has reached 5.9 billion total streams on Spotify with his debut solo album, Golden, making it the fourth most streamed K-pop album of all time on the platform. The news broke early morning KST, with Spotify's updated analytics showing that Golden had quietly climbed past numerous legendary K-pop releases to settle just behind juggernauts like BTS's Map of the Soul 7 and Blackpink's The Album. Fans were quick to notice the quiet update, and armies around the world exploded with joy. Released on November 3, 2023, Golden featured hits like 7, featuring Lotto, Standing Next to You, and 3D, featuring Jack Harlow, all of which topped global charts and racked up hundreds of millions of streams. The album was a commercial juggernaut from the start, but what makes this achievement truly special is the timing. Jungkook enlisted for mandatory military service in December 2023, halting all promotions. And yet, in his absence, Golden continues to resonate with listeners worldwide. In fact, stream counts began to rise steadily again in July 2025, likely due to a renewed wave of fan support leading up to BTS's rumored group comeback in 2026. He hasn't done a single promotion for months. No live streams, no interviews, just silence. And still, his music lives on, tweeted one fan. "This is not just popularity, it's legacy," another commented. Spotify Korea even joined in the celebration, posting on their official X, formerly Twitter, account. #Golden by Jungkook has entered the top 4 most streamed K-pop albums ever on Spotify, 5.9 billion streams and counting. Congratulations, JK. Within hours, hashtags like Spotify King JK, Golden by JK, and Jungkook Legend were trending in multiple countries, including South Korea, Indonesia, the US, and Brazil. More than just an album, Golden marked a defining moment in Jungkook's career. As the youngest member of BTS, his solo debut was highly anticipated, and he delivered beyond expectations. The album debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, broke multiple streaming records, and showcased his growth as a vocalist, performer, and global pop icon. The impact of Golden continues to ripple through the K-pop industry, with many young idols citing it as an inspiration. Its seamless blend of R&B, pop, funk, and soul demonstrated Jungkook's versatility and global appeal. With rumors swirling of a 2026 BTS album and world tour in the works, fans are hopeful that Jungkook's return post-enlistment will mark a new era for both him and BTS. His recent Weverse selfie on August 1st, the first in 21 months, only added fuel to the speculation. He's still with us, even in silence. And when he comes back, the world better be ready. Jungkook isn't just breaking records. He's rewriting the rules of what it means to be a global artist in the 21st century, even while wearing a military uniform. They said he went quiet, but his music got louder. August 2025. In a digital world that never sleeps, where artists flood timelines with endless content, one name continues to dominate. Without a single word, without a single post, without a single live show. That name is Jungkook. And his silent reign continues through an album that refuses to fade. This is the story of Golden, an album born from the fire of passion, launched at the peak of superstardom, and now, nearly 2 years later, rising again like a myth reawakened. It was August 1st, 2025, a quiet Thursday morning. Nothing unusual on the calendar. No teaser, no schedule drop, no grand announcement. And yet, within minutes, Weverse crashed. Why? Because after 21 months of complete silence, Jungkook posted a selfie. Just one photo. Tank top, messy hair, tattoos peeking out from the edge of his chest and arm. The caption? Just 4 words. Long time no see. Those 4 words were all it took. It wasn't just a casual return, it was a signal. The king hadn't forgotten.
And the world hadn't moved on. In fact, it had been waiting for him. That very same day, Spotify's real-time data confirmed what fans had quietly suspected for weeks: 5.9 billion streams. Number 4 most streamed K-pop album of all time on Spotify. And climbing.
When Golden dropped on November 3rd, 2023, the world was ready. Anticipation had been building for years, ever since Jungkook's solo song Euphoria turned into an unofficial global anthem. But Golden was different. It wasn't just a solo debut, it was a declaration, a sonic diary written with blood, breath, and bravery. From the steamy intimacy of Seven to the aching vulnerability of Hate You, Jungkook wasn't just singing, he was confessing. The album debuted strong. Number 2 on the Billboard 200, number 1 in over 100 countries on iTunes, over 2 million physical sales in South Korea alone. And yet, Jungkook knew he had little time. Just 1 month after the release, he would disappear from the public eye for nearly 2 years due to mandatory military enlistment. Most artists slow down before enlistment. Jungkook did the opposite. He sprinted. Music videos, international performances, live streams that broke viewer records, collaborations with Lotto, Jack Harlow, and DJ Snake. Even a surprise performance at the Mama Awards just days before enlistment. And then, he vanished. No updates, no schedules, no live streams, not even a birthday message. But the silence made the music louder. By mid-2024, most fans assumed Golden would naturally slow down. That's how the algorithm works. Without active promotion, even the biggest albums plateau. But Golden didn't. Instead, it did something rare in today's short attention span culture. It grew. Armies began streaming it more, new fans discovered it, Spotify's curated playlists added tracks like Standing Next to You and Yes or No. TikTok trends revived Closer to You. And by July 2025, something strange started happening. Golden wasn't just surviving, it was rising again. With no new content, no press interviews, and no social media activity, Jungkook's music was climbing back up the charts. It was as if absence became the greatest form of presence. What makes this moment so powerful isn't just the numbers, it's the emotion behind them. Jungkook is not just a singer. He's not just a member of BTS. He is the living embodiment of growth, of boyhood turned manhood in front of the entire world. His silence over the past year didn't create distance, it created mystery. Fans would replay old live streams just to hear his voice again. They analyzed every lyric of Golden, looking for hidden meanings. They sent messages on Weavers, knowing he wouldn't respond, because what mattered was hearing them, not answering. When Jungkook posted that single selfie, it wasn't just a photo. It was a global emotional release. Fans cried, artists reacted, the K-pop industry stood still. And Spotify? It reflected what the world was already feeling. Jungkook never left. He just let his music speak. When the news broke that Golden had surpassed 5.9 billion streams and climbed to the number 4 position on Spotify's all-time K-pop chart, the world didn't respond with applause. It responded with tears. From Seoul to Sao Paulo, Jakarta to Johannesburg, armies lit up the internet with tributes that felt less like fan reactions and more like love letters. It wasn't just a celebration of numbers, it was a recognition of Jungkook's impact, not as a celebrity, but as a soul who changed lives through music. This man hasn't said a single word to us in over a year, and yet I stream Golden every morning like it's oxygen. That's not fandom, that's connection. In Jakarta, LED billboards lit up central streets with the phrase, "Golden never fades, congrats Jungkook." In Buenos Aires, fans gathered at a BTS cafe, playing Golden on loop and organizing an impromptu listening party at midnight. In Los Angeles, a mural artist known only as EKD began painting a massive tribute to Jungkook's silhouette. Headphones on, eyes closed, surrounded by gold butterflies, beneath a spray-painted number 5.9B. And in Seoul, fans visited the high building to quietly leave post-it notes near the entrance. Handwritten in Korean, English, Thai, Arabic, Portuguese, "You're not here, but you're everywhere. Your silence gave us strength. The boy who left gave us a gift that stayed." Jungkook may not have seen it yet, but the world was speaking loud enough to reach the walls of any military base. Golden isn't just a K-pop album. That label is too small now. Since its release, the album has charted in over 126 countries, been certified multi-platinum in Korea, Japan, and the US, inspired over 30 million TikTok videos, sparked viral dance trends with Standing Next to You and 3D, and received praise from artists outside K-pop, including The Weeknd, Doja Cat, Bruno Mars, and even Justin Timberlake. The unique fusion of retro R&B, global pop, sensual lyrics, and emotional vulnerability placed Golden on playlists that had never before included K-pop, R&B essentials, global chill, pop rising, and it wasn't just about language. In Golden, Jungkook sang in English, not because he was abandoning his roots, but because he was opening a door, not just to the West, but to everyone. And that door, it didn't close when he left. It stayed wide open. We talk about BTS being global, but Golden proved something deeper, said a Korean pop culture journalist. Jungkook doesn't just belong to Korea, he belongs to the world now.